Welcome back, everyone, to the Minnesota Twins franchise. Opening day action here at Target Field. We're going to be hosting the Tampa Bay Rays, who have surprisingly been playing some pretty darn good baseball so far. For us, we're kind of middling. We're about that 500 level team, which is to be expected with this type of roster. Bailey Ober's got his work cut out for him here. The Rays offense, one of the best in the early going of the season. First batter up is Yandy Diaz, 0-1 pitch, and Brooks Lee. Could have had an out there, bud. Could have had an out. Can't be bobbling that. You're our starting everyday shortstop. You got to make that play. So leadoff single, 0-2 pitch here to Aranda, and that one's going to be bobbled by Josh Bell. So instead of a double play, we will only get one. Maybe Brooks Lee had the throw at first base, but when a guy's sliding in on you like that, you want to make sure that you're not going to throw it into the seats. How about this? Junior Caminero, 2-2 pitch, the World Baseball Classic juggernaut Junior Caminero. Big-time prospect for the Rays last season for a little while. Had a really good year, but so far, 185 on the regular season. And he strikes out here against Ober. So we might find ourselves to work out of this jam just a little bit. Here's Cedric Mullins, base hit to left fielder Cody Clemens out there today. Very weak arm. Noodle arm out there in left field. Jake Fraley steps up. 0-0 pitch. He's swinging. And Cody Clemens has got a beat on it. And he's got that one tracked down. We'll have a clean first inning. That's a good start. It's a shaky start, but I'll take it. Opposing Bailey Ober today will be Nick Martinez. One start so far this season, 5 2/3 innings pitched, and he's just one of those guys that's going to be tough to hit. Namely because he's got a lot of break. Not going to be a guy that overpowers you at all. Just going to have a lot of spin, and it's going to get you out in front of a lot of stuff, get you off balance. Trevor Larnach hitting well, 462. But who needs Trevor Larnach when you've got a perfect from the number 2 hole hitter? Luke Keeschel goes deep, solo shot, opening up the scoring in this ball game. Keeschel trying to get that batting average back up. He has been struggling here just a touch in the early going, but that's a good sign right there, able to turn on the inside breaking pitch for a solo home run. Way to put a drive on it. Let's go. So 1-0 Twinkies, and Yandy Diaz, we're going to jump to the top of the third, gets a leadoff double. We've been trying to pitch him inside, and maybe we're needing to learn our lesson. This is not a guy that you want to pitch inside, apparently. The ground ball here to Brooks Lee, and he's not messing around here. No time to waste. They're going to get Aranda at first. Junior Caminero, again, always a tough batter to go get. Josh Bell having a little bit of struggle, busts in at first base here, just finds a way to get there and beat him to the bag. Burly Josh Bell finding a way here. So we got 1-2 on Cedric Mullins with the bear down pitching. Bailey Ober gets the strikeout. That a way to be there, Bailey. Let's go. All right, bottom of the third inning, Royce Lewis starts us off with a line drive. Base hit right back up the middle. Honestly, I don't even know how he got down on that pitch, really. I mean, it was way off the plate, but still put a good swing on it. Brooks Lee, 2-2 count. Pops it up. Nick Martinez, nobody going to call him off? Okay, I guess he'll take it. That's fine. Next batter up, Byron Buxton, making the stadium shake with that nuke and off the pole. 2-run bomb from Byron Buxton, his 5th home run of the season. We finally going to be able to put a complete game together. We got home runs, we got base hits, we got good pitching. Is this the turning point? We'll have to find out. That's a momentum shifter, I swear. So we'll jump now to the top of the 4th, 2-2 pitch here to Chandler Simpson. Little ground ball, and Keeschel's actually got to hurry here. Simpson is so fast. My goodness. He almost beat that out. A little ground ball in the hole. He was a step from being safe. That's crazy. So 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th. Jeffers gets us started, and then Brooks Lee promptly decides that he's just going to ground out weakly to second base, and that'll be the end of the 4th inning. Let's jump now to the top of the 5th. Aranda's back up. He's been a pest for our Twins in this one. Line drive off the wall. Was hoping that he would end up rounding first, head for second. He was definitely going to be gunned out. I think he knows his own speed. 0-2 pitcher to Caminero, and wow. Oof. That was a close pitch. I'm not even sure how he didn't even bite at it. Didn't even offer. So Ober does not have a bear down, so we got to make this pitch perfect. So we are going to go with the circle change. We get the ground out. Brooks Lee got to hurry. able to fire off balance and get the throw off. There you go. So 6 hits for the Rays, 5 for the Twins, and we still hold on to that 3-0 lead. Let's jump now to the bottom of the 5th, still with 2 outs. We seem to be operating a lot in those scenarios. 2 outs, 2 strikes, nobody on. Just not getting a lot of momentum going here outside of the home runs. Keishel with the solo shot, Buxton with the 2-run bomb. So man at first, we got Brian Baker in relief, and oh no, Keishel. We were ambushing the inside of the plate. If we just left the PCI alone, he would have had another home run, possibly. We do like to get perfects with him. All right, top of the 6th, Cody Clemens. Oh, so close. Still got a shot here. We got the blue. Can he throw him out? No.
He beat the throw.
Gavin Lux with enough speed and a pretty good slide. I'm not going to give him A grade on the slide, but we'll take one more look at the dive attempt there. He wasn't really even close, but thankfully it did nick off his glove, so it didn't get all the way to the wall. Could have been an inside the Parker with Lux's speed. Base hit here by Nick Fortes, and we got Lux rounding third, headed for home with 2 outs here, running on contact, and there you go. So Fortes gets an RBI. Next man up, 0-2 pitch to Chandler Simpson, and we got him. Bailey Ober shuts it down. He's through 6. That is officially a quality start for Bailey Ober. Gave up 8 hits. We do give up a lot of hits, our pitching staff. A lot of hits given up and a lot of home runs. We don't have any here for Tampa Bay quite yet. There's still a lot of game left to be played. No foreshadowing here or anything like that. We do get a base knock, perfect there, and then we've got Matt Wallner sending a line drive to Simpson out there in left field. If it was anybody else, if it was another outfielder out there, probably would have been over his head. 0-2 pitcher to Josh Bell, and I don't know what we're doing. Got a little anxious there, a little greedy, looking for the big home run or something. It just looks juicy coming out of that hand of Brian Baker. Then Jeffers, he strikes out at a very, very bad pitch to swing at, I would say. So unfortunately for the Twins, we get an opportunity and we can't cash in. And is that going to leave the door open now for Tampa Bay? Well, Ober gives up the leadoff base hit, and now it's time to start thinking about maybe getting a reliever going here. And that's exactly what Derek Shelton is going to opt to do. We're going to take out Bailey Ober and put in Zebby Matthews. I like the matchup here against the top of the order. Again, he's got some good velo. He's pitched 3 innings, and he's looked pretty okay. I like what I'm seeing out of Zebby right now. Does get the strike 2 call on Manny Diaz. So what are we going to choose here? Another fastball. Here we go. So mano y mano. Let's challenge him inside one more time. Zebby is going to get Yandy to strike out, swinging, and he wasn't even close. He was very uncomfortable in that at-bat. You could tell just by the first 2 fastballs that he gave him, and the rest is history. However, ouch! That one hurts. That is a dagger, in a sense. We can still win this game, but now we're all tied up. Second home run of the season for Aranda. Was not a cheapie either. 415 at 110. Could have been 111. That was the hometown discount right there. Just that 0.1 off your exit velo. I mean, slider, inside, and low. I mean, that's where lefties like it. And Zebby gave it right to him. So 3-3 game. What are we going to do? What's our response? Well, I have not hit well with Cody Clemens in a little while, so we're going to make a switch. We're going to make a change. We're going to give Orlando Arcia an opportunity. I don't really like Clemens against the left-hander, Clevenger, so we're going to make this move. We got the righty Arcia. Maybe you could have picked Austin Martin. He hits lefties just fine, but doesn't have as much power. Looking for a big home run, looking for an extra base hit, something. But it doesn't happen. Arcia strikes out on 3 straight pitches. It was just not a good at-bat. Neither is this one from Royce Lewis, swinging at the first pitch, and it was low and away. Not much you're going to be able to do with that one. Fortunately for Brooks Lee, I mean, it was a little bit of a risk there, too. He's swinging on the first pitch as well. But he does get the little weak sauce base hit, but I will take it. 2 for 3 for Buxton here in this game. 2-0 pitch. He liked this one, but it was a very, very good sinker from Clevenger, and he gets him to ground out. Of course, Taylor Walls is right there at shortstop, and he makes the play. Man, this Lux and Walls duo here up the middle, it's like Trammell and Whitaker, I swear to God. Well, top of the 8th, Jake Fraley comes up, gets the base hit. Austin Martin does replace Arcia out there in left field. He makes a strong throw back in. But now it's time to make another change. We're going to go with Anthony Banda. 16.7 strikeout rate, and I do like the matchups here that he's got coming up, Lux, Fortes, and Chandler Simpson. So now it's just really all up to Banda to come through. 1-2 pitch here to Gavin Lux, and that looked like that was a strike, so we are going to challenge this call, and I think that we got him. Yes, we did. Definitely clipped the zone, so strike 3, you're gone. Goodbye. 0-1 pitch here to Fortes. Jeffers going to try to throw out the runner here. He got him. Fraley's gone off the base pass. Plus, we get a strike called as well. So this little Banda experiment here seems to be working. 1-2 pitch now to Fortes. Little chopper, Banda. Somehow, someway got a hurry because Fortes finds Chandler Simpson's speed, and he just got him. It's a great play there by Banda. We're out of the inning. Let's jump now to the bottom of the 8th. Again, Luke Keeschel against the lefty. I like the matchup here. He gets the base hit. That's a way to go about your at-bat. Let's go. Keeschel with another knock. How about Trevor Larnach? Uh-oh. Broken bat. Caminero just got him. One more step. Larnach would have been there. Just a little bit more speed for Larnach would have been nice. Lefty-lefty matchup here. Wallner against Clevenger, and he gets drilled. I'm actually thankful for that because Wallner doesn't hit lefties very well, and I don't really hit well with Wallner anyway. How about this play? Oh my God. Stop it. Stop it. Double play for the Rays. We just cannot find a way to get people home. A base hit, an RBI, right? We got 9 hits and 3 runs. It's crazy right now. So Banda against Taylor Walls. This has been the thorn in our side this entire game. Has been Taylor Walls. He's starting double plays. He's making diving plays. And now he hits his home run. A go-ahead solo shot in the top of the 9th inning. Go figure. We have 3 more outs to tie the game up. Unbelievable. So the pitching, we have a great pitching performance. Our offense comes to life a little bit, and it seems like we got control of the game, and now somehow, someway we're losing. How is this continuing to happen? Ground out here for Jeffers. Base hit there for Austin Martin. That's a good start. Okay, I'll take that now. Now a 2-run home run from Royce Lewis wins the game. Let's go, Royce. 2-1 pitch now. Martin's going to take off. He's got that bag easily off the former Minnesota Twin, Griffin Jacks. Now a 2-2 pitch here to Lewis. He's going to take that one inside. Good take there. That was definitely way off the plate. I'm actually surprised I didn't swing at it. Full count now. Lewis, don't do anything stupid like that. The sweeper's going to get him. And now the Twins are down to their final outs. And it's going to be up to Brooks Lee, who swings and misses at the circle change. The Griffin Jacks special. And that's going to do it. A game that we had in our control, we found a way to blow it. It's like the Minnesota Twins way right now, it seems. 10 hits, 3 runs scratched across there. We just could not find a way to knock the runners in scoring position in. It cost us. And I say this constantly, but it's because of that's just baseball. You get runners in scoring position, you have to knock them in. Because you never know when you're going to get that opportunity again. And, those opportunities just don't always pop up. They're not regular, right? You got to find a way to clutch up and get that done. And we didn't in this one. So we'll go ahead and simulate the next one here. And the Twinkies will lose again. That is a 0-2 start there for Taj Bradley. He pitched fine, but still saddled with the loss. So now for scouting. Yeah, we got to update this because Cesar Ellison is terrible. So we can't have that. So we're going to fire him and we're going to put in James Pena. And I'm also looking at Jack Goodry. And, he's got a decent salary there, but I feel like we can kind of cut the corner there with Michael McAtee. And then we're also going to spend a little extra there by removing Lopez for Danny Ullman. So those are our scouts for the year. And I like the setup because we do have a nice mix of guys that they do pitching well, they do hitting well, right? You kind of got to spread that around a little bit. And then, of course, the third scout that we just hired is more of like a well-balanced. He can kind of do it all. So I do like our scouts for this summer. we'll maybe reevaluate it based on the draft that we do have in this season. If it was a good one, then we'll keep them around. If not, if they failed, then we gotta fire them all. Just fire them all. Well, taking a quick look, this is a very preliminary look, very early look, and I don't really want to get too caught up in a lot of these guys right now because these ratings can change, right? Based on the scouting percentage, based on our draft rank, if our scouts really overvalue or undervalue a certain guy, maybe the league does the same, overvalue or undervalue. But there's a couple guys that I'm kind of eyeing, that maybe that catcher, that Howard Biggs guy, he looks like he might be pretty solid. Richard Caballero looks like he could be potentially decent there, but that break on the four-seam fastball, I realize that fastballs, they don't break a lot. 8 to 32 potential break for the four-seamer. Curveball looks nice, but changeup, not a lot of break there, so that's a little concerning. If your pitches stay flat, they're going to go deep, okay? That's just the name of the game. But looking at Miles' deal, like you saw his break numbers, those are pretty nice, actually. So he seems more like a guy that's able to spin it a little bit, create that break, create that RPM, that spin. So I do like some Miles' deal. Maybe some Dean Schultz as well. That curveball, though, future grade at break, is a little concerning. So just to start us off, I do like to scout by position and then kind of whittle it down to individual prospects when they're like at 35 to maybe 40% in the last few weeks. That's kind of my scouting process, if you will. So we'll talk scouting a little more as we keep on simming and we find guys that we really do like once the scouting percentages go up a little bit more. Once we start to know more about those players, I'll make sure you guys also know about them too. All right, let's jump into this critical moment. We got a base hit here from Jonathan Aranda, and again, noodle arm Cody Clements. What are we doing right now? One hopper to Jeffers, and somehow Taylor Walls slides in safely. Like, you're telling me that we can't throw this guy out? I mean, he's not even rounding third base by the time that Clemens picked the ball up. Like, what are we doing right now? We need an outfielder. Matt Wallner's fine out there defensively. But Cody Clemens in left, like, that's killing us. It's absolutely killing us. So the Rays take the lead on us 4-3 here in the bottom of the eighth. Caratini's coming up, and he pops up. Good timing, but the PCI was just a little off. Seems to be a pattern here for yours truly. How about Orlando Arcia against Uceda? Strike 3. Got a pitch in the dirt, and he is so slow that he can't even get there. It's insane right now. 0-2 pitcher to Royce Lewis, and of course, why not? Junior Camanero's right down the line, and he makes an easy throw. Back over to Aranda at first. Rays are killing us in this series. And by the way, take a look at our bullpen. So we come into this critical situation, and we only have 2 arms left in the bullpen. So it's pretty much on Zebby Matthews to carry us through the rest of this game, the rest of this inning. He's only got one more inning, essentially. So Mullins doesn't like the call. ABS says, go take a seat. Matthews there with another strikeout. 0-1 pitch here to Fraley, and that one is going to be caught by Wallner. Try to limit the damage here. Just leave it to 1 run. Gavin Lux, 1-2 pitch. Zebby, line drive. There's Clemens. Takes a bad route to the baseball. He's got no speed out there. Oh my God. Get this man off the team. Get him off the team. Nick Fortes, line drive, not going to be caught by Wallner, but he does get the blue. Here comes the throw home, and he got him. Great throw by Matt Wallner. Off the one hop, saves a run. Rays 14 hits on our pitching today, but they've only got 4 runs. It's crazy. Our staff gives up so many base hits. It's crazy. How about this? Griffin Jacks comes into the game, and then Gavin Lux was positioned perfectly to take that hit away. Cody Clemens, fly ball to center. Mullins has got that one, 2 away. And final batter, Ryan Jeffers. He's going to pop up to first baseman Jonathan Aranda, and there you go. Not good, guys. Not good. Not good at all. Not a good series by our Twins at home. An opening day series, by the way. Our first homestand. We put out that effort. I thought it was funny. I saw in the comment section there was somebody that said the Twins are a embarrassment to the state of Minnesota. I could not agree any more with you than how this team is playing right now. 14 hits. 14 hits for the opponent. Woods Richardson gave up 8, 3 1/3, and then the relievers just like overworked. We got swept. Our opening day homestand, we got swept against the Rays. That's just how bad the things are right now. But we'll go ahead and turn our attention to the Detroit Tigers, my Detroit Tigers. No offense to all the Twins fans out there. But we got the Tigers and Casey Mize. And the Tigers have also been struggling as well. They're 2-7, we're 3-6. So something's got to give here in this one. I do have a sneaky feeling about James Outman here, so we're going to give him a try. We're going to put him out there. I think he should be definitely playing more over Cody Clemens. Better arm, faster. Like, why is he not playing more? That'd be my question. Unfortunately for us, when we're going into critical situations and moments, the CPU is going to alter your lineup anyway, so it just doesn't like James Outman for whatever reason. So I think the big X factor here for the Tigers is we cannot allow Gleyber Torres, Kerry Carpenter, Spencer Torkelson, Riley Green. It's a decent lineup, I'm not going to lie. It's a B-plus lineup. It's not the greatest thing in the world, as a Tigers guy myself. So I think if we can just shut down the top 4, everything else should fall into place. And it's not like the top 4 are producing anyway. You got Riley Green is batting under 100, batting under 90, actually, if you want to get real specific. Then Torkelson's not hitting as well either. So you got 2 quick outs right there. You got Torres, Green, and then Carpenter is going to fly out here to Outman. They're in left, so you can just see the reaction, the read, and he looks confident and cool out there in left field. I like what I'm seeing. All right, Casey Mize. 1 start, 1 win across 6 innings. And he's got Byron Buxton on the first pitch. Swing and a ground ball right back to him. Nice play by Mize. And again, swinging at pitches outside of the zone. It's killing us. 0-0 pitch here to Keishel. We like the fastball high and in, but we just didn't move the PCI for whatever reason. I don't know. We're struggling, but Larnach actually does drive this one out to Wenzel Perez. But again, just like the Rays series, look who's there. A defender, a fielder. Somebody's out there to go catch it. You hit it good, you hit it well, good luck. Mick Abel looking pretty solid so far. He's going to get Torkelson to strike out. He's going to give up a base hit here to Colt Keith in the 5-hole. And then you got 6-hole hitter Dylan Dingler up with an 0-1 pitch and a little ground ball. Keishel back over to short. Brooks Lee to first and just got him just in time. Tigers will go out of the inning with a whimper. Thank you, Lee and Keishel. Let's go bottom second. That should have been a base hit, but hey, whoa, we got lucky. Ryan Jeffers went up the middle, and Gleyber Torres boots it. Yep. That was just not his best moment. And then James Outman. Go. Go, baby. Perfect. Let's go. James Outman. 2-run shot. We got the Jim Leland tingles. We got the Ron Gardenhire tingles here. I got a feeling about James Outman. Yeah, man. 4-16, 2-run blast. Who says you need analytics? You just need gut instinct. That's all you need. Why would I choose to put James Outman out there today, of all places, right? Well, Parker Meadows did not get the benefit of that call. That was definitely a ball. He should have ABS challenged that, but he didn't. He decided that, hey, I'll give the umpire that one. Maybe later. We'll save that one for later. Maybe it might have been too early to use the challenge. Either way, Twins get out of that one. Keishel's up with 2 down. Mize is going to find a way here to shut them down in the 3rd. Let's jump now to the top of the 4th. 0-0 pitch here to Spencer Torkelson. And Abel gives up a base hit. Base hit to Torkelson. We almost got him out at first base. It's a little slow over there. 1-1 pitch here now to Colt Keith. Ground ball here to 3rd, and Arcia's got that one back over to Bell at first. End of the inning. Let's now jump to the bottom of the 4th inning. Trevor Larnach. Little jam shot. Is that one going to fall? Yes, it will. Thank you. A little cheapy, but we will take it. Matt Wallner Lefty on righty. You like the matchup, but that split finger is nasty from Casey Mize, and he gets Wallner to completely whiff at it. And you just look at the pitch usage right now. It is pretty much just a two-pitch mix right now for Casey Mize. He's really working the fastball, working the splitter. Nice 1-2 punch there. It's really tough. Definitely misses a lot of bats when he does that. And, of course, then there's the slurve, and Ryan Jeffers can't hold off, and that's the end of the Twins' half of the inning. So let's jump now to the top of the fifth. Mick Abel leaves a curveball, a 12-6 curve, right down Broadway. Zach McKinstry, you can run into one every now and then. It's a nice home run for the Tigers. So 2 outs, ground ball here. Parker Meadows, almost safe. Dude, we got to find a shortstop. I swear to God, like Brooks Lee, like I like Brooks Lee as a hitter. I think he's fine, but man, the arm strength, we gotta get a guy over there that can make those throws. It's getting dicey. Orlando Arcia finally getting an extra base knock here. First double of the season. That'll get us going again. Lee, is that one gonna fall? No. Riley Green is right there making the catch. Only a couple shades in to go make that grab, and then you got Byron Buxton who's going to draw a walk. It didn't look like Mize really wanted to go after Buxton there. It was a 3-0 count. I think he just walked him on purpose. But Keishel's got an opportunity, and he doesn't come through. Had the good timing. PCI was really close to that location, but again, cannot find a way to get a knock. And a clutch knock as well. Mick Abel's been pitching really, really well, guys. Top of the 6th, 2 outs. Got to go get Kerry Carpenter. And that's a ground ball. Nice play. Good pick there by Orlando Arcia. Fires over to first. Gets the final out. That's another quality start for Twins pitching. So we had Bailey Ober in gameplay have a nice start. Now we have Mick Abel with a nice start. We just got to find a way to cash in with runners in scoring position. Like, that's our biggest thing. We're pitching really, really well. How about base hit there? Back-to-back. Wallner and Larnach. Start us off here in the 6th inning. We got Ty Madden, who is relieving Casey Mize. Next batter up is Josh Bell, and go figure that. Promptly, the first pitch of his at-bat. Hard hit ground ball, but right at somebody. Gleyber Torres starts the double play, and Tigers get out of it. How about this? Base hit. Yes, finally. Hitting it where they ain't. Ryan Jeffers. An RBI double. Late in the game. You love to see it, so we will get that Zach McKinstry home run back, putting us back up by 2 runs. It's 3-1 now. Same inning. Jeffers at second, rounding third. Please fall in. No, not going to happen. Nice play there out and left. End of the inning for the Twins. This is a big inning for Mick. If he can get out of this one, nice play there by Josh Bell. The big man making a nice fancy-looking play. Who said that big men don't have moves? It's a big inning for Mick Abel. If he can find a way to get out of this inning. Got a base hit given up to Colt Keith, and I think he might be rounding second. Yeah, he is. He's going to challenge James Outman here. Nice throw back in. Definitely a lot more velo and arm strength than Cody Clemens out there in left, but that might hurt. Mick Abel down in the red on the energy level here. 2-2 pitch to Dylan Dingler, and he's going to get a line drive right back at Arcia, slinging it back over to second. Keishel not at the bag. Would have liked a double play there, but if we can get out of this thing, that's going to be huge for our bullpen. Back into the pen. Oh, line drive right back at Arcia. Mick does get out of the inning. Beautiful. Thank you. I mean, for the love. Now it's just going to come down to the back end of the bullpen. Can Taylor Rogers or Cole Sands, can we come in and lock this thing down? Can we finally get a winning gameplay where, like, it all came together? Well, Byron Buxton almost grounded out into a double play right there. Brooks Lee put a good swing on that one, got the base knock, and now it's up to Keishel. We got Buxton on the move with 2 outs, and of course Keishel flies out. He's just, again, so close, but so far away from a base hit. It's unbelievable, man. It's unbelievable. But we will still hold on to that 3-1 lead. We got a 1-2 count here. Zach McKinstry. He's going to line drive deep to left. James Outman. I would love to see Cody Clemens make that play. Thank you, James Outman. You were definitely the player of the game in my book. Find the wall. That's what you got to do as an outfielder. Find the wall first. Make the play. Don't lose concentration. Uh-oh, pitch here to Meadows. Ground ball back up the middle. Brooks Lee, gotta get him. Wow. What? They called him safe? There's no way. He was out by a mile. Shelton's going to challenge this one, and yeah, he was out by a mile. One step, basically. So thank God for the replay system, because, man, there's been some moments here in this game that kind of skew Tigers if we don't have the replay system in our back pocket here. So 2-0 count to Glaber. Ground ball. Lee's got a good read on it. Toss over to first, and that's the end of the 8th. David Festa does a job, and that's going to lead us to the top of the 9th. Cole Sands, 3 for 3 in save opportunities. He has not allowed a single run this entire season. It's very early, but you got to give the man some credit. Base knock here for Riley Green. Not ideal. The guy's hitting under 100. You can't have that happen. Carpenter, that's a big out to get there. Alton makes a nice play. Next batter up is Spencer Torkelson. Oh, pitch. First pitch, he hacks at it. It was a slurve. He must have been looking for it, because I don't know why you're swinging at that, other than a fastball. That's probably what I'm looking for in that situation. 0-0 pitch. Colt Keith steps up. Again, 0-0 pitch. Base hit. Nice throw back in. Hold the runners there. Still 1 out. This is a critical situation right here for this ball game. Are we going to drop this one again? Are we going to drop the ball? Cole Sands going with the splitter, and he got Dylan Digler to swing right on through it. Beautiful job of pitching there by Sands. Next batter, Wencio Perez. 0-0 pitch. Fastball. Hitting the corner at the top of the zone. 0-1. We're going to go low and in on the split finger, and we do get the flyout. Buxton's underneath it. He's got it. Twins win. Finally. Whew. Dudes. You're getting dicey there for a minute. It seems like that's just been the story all season, at least early season. It's been the formula for all of our losses. We get really good pitching. We get a couple home runs, maybe one, and then our bats go cold, and then our bullpen blows it, or the starters will blow it, like they'll lose it or something. It's been that type of formula. It's been that type of season so far. So it's nice to see that we are learning from the mistakes, and we're finding ways to get those wins. Now, Mick Abel only with 2 strikeouts in this matchup, but he did go 7 innings, which I thought was really, really solid. Against a really good lineup like the Tigers, a complete lineup like the Tigers, that was a very good performance. So the Tigers really struggling. They're 2-8, but they're going to turn to Tarek Skubal to right the ship. And it's a cool storyline here because, of course, we've got the 2 aces going against each other. And Joe Ryan has been pitching like an ace when you look at the innings and the K to walk ratio. But the whip and the ERA, extremely high. He hasn't walked a single batter all season long, but he's got 14 strikeouts. He's been awesome. So as we jump ahead here in this player lock, we've got 2 innings in the books for Joe Ryan, 2 strikeouts, no hits given up quite yet. Seems to be matching Skubal pitch for pitch, inning for inning. What a great play by Josh Bell. Man, this guy has really picked it up with his glove lately. Now we just got to get the bat moving. He's been struggling here in gameplay, but the big man's got moves, man. Love it. Big first out here in the top of the 3rd. Next batter, Zach McKinstry. Ground ball back up the middle, and there goes the no-no. Not that I was actually keeping track here in the 3rd inning, but, you got to think about it at least a little bit. Parker Meadows, 0-2 pitch, and Joe Ryan got him. Strike 3, high and in, but Meadows doesn't like it. He says, no, wait. And it was just a little high. So we'll do it again. 1-2 pitch. Joe Ryan, we're actually going to bear down pitch this. You want to ABS challenge that? Nice and tight call there. How about this one? Goodbye. See ya. 2 outs. Let's get the 3rd. Gleyber Torres, always a dangerous hitter here. Get the strike call, throw down, and we got a stolen base. McKinstry's got his 3rd of the season. 1-2 count here to Gleyber. He got the ground ball. Brooks Lee's got to hurry, though, a little bit. He bobbles it and just got him by a couple of steps. Thank God Gleyber's slow. Again, Brooks Lee with the bobbles. I don't know what's going on over there at short. Like, we might need to be looking at a shortstop eventually. But then he makes plays like that. Like, he gets good jumps. He gets good reads on some hits right to him. To his left and to his right. But it's just I don't know. balls hit right at him, he kind of struggles at. It's weird. So Torkelson goes down here in the 4th. That's another strikeout, and I love this look right there. That's awesome. That's such a Joe Ryan reaction. I love it. He's kind of a weirdo. Well, ground ball to Keishel in the 5th. Ryan gets out of this one. Still scoreless. Skubal on the other end. Matching Ryan pitch for pitch. Out for out. Inning for inning. We get another K here in the top of the 6th. Meadows goes down and cannot hold off of that split finger. 5th strikeout there for Ryan. 0-0 pitch here to Torres. And another ground ball. Brooks Lee off balance. Great throw. He's so weird. He'll make plays like that, and then he'll make routine plays look really difficult. Very strange. Top of the 7th. Ryan is still out there. First pitch hacking is Riley Green, going to go all the way to the wall. Is that Cody Clemens, I swear to God? Because he just overthrew the shortstop, Brooks Lee. Now Ryan's got to cover third, and the tag comes in real slow. Ryan's not used to making tags, apparently. He's no Javi Baez over there. So that'll be a leadoff triple. Next batter up is Kerry Carpenter. In a 0-0 game, this is a huge moment for both teams. You got the aces on the mound, have given everything that they've had in the tank. Now it's up to the offenses. So for Ryan, got to bear down. Well, he does get the strike 3 call on Carpenter, but Carpenter challenges, and he will win that challenge. Again, it looks just eerily similar to that call on Parker Meadows. The 1-2 pitch, and that one's called a ball. And Ryan's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? No, that's a strike. So we'll challenge this one, and there it is. Strike 3. Goodbye. Man, he's got a good eye, doesn't he? Joe Ryan. Beautiful. We know the zone, man. Don't be challenging us. All right, Torkelson, big spot here. Man at third base. They can't seem to cash in the leadoff triple. Joe Ryan strikes out Torkelson. That is number 7 for Joe. And beautiful pitch. Beautiful pitch. 9 inches of break. Look at that RPM. He was so out in front of that thing. That's beautiful. 1-2 pitch. Colt Keith has been hot in this series. But again, like, what are we doing, man? 2-1. Should be 2-2. Or 1-2. There you go. It is a strike. Thank you. Now, we might challenge back up there again. So 2-2 now as we jump ahead for one more pitch. Colt Keith pops it up into foul ground, and we got out number 3. Ryan, somehow, some way, through this Tigers lineup, works through a leadoff triple. No runs scored against him. Awesome stuff right there, guys. 2 hits given up for Joe Ryan. And look at the Twins. We took the lead 2-0. All 2 of those runs came off of Tarek Skubal. So he tried to go out there for the bottom of the 7th, and he couldn't get it done. So he goes 6 innings officially. He will get the quality start. But we got a lead. Joe Ryan does get called back out there. And now that's not my choice, guys. That is the game and the manager saying, hey, we want you to keep going because you're player locked, right? So we go out here to the top of the 8th. We give up a base knock. Next batter up is Wenzel Perez. He comes up, gets a base hit all the way to the wall. Tigers get 1 run back. Sucks. That sucks because it was a really, really good outing. I was hoping that we could hold them down. I was hoping that we could finish that 8th inning. Would have been an awesome way to do that player lock, but Joe Ryan's going to get knocked out of the game. Perez does his job, knocks the runner in, and knocks Joe Ryan out. So we'll go to Taylor Rogers with a 5.06 ERA. And what do you know? Tigers will finish this off. Man, I got a little too hopeful, it seems like, that the last game, with Mick Abel's start, that things were starting to turn the corner. That the formula, the curse, if you will, was broken. But we still continue to be struggling in this area. 7 hits today, 2 runs. We have a very hard time cashing in and capitalizing on these really amazing pitching performances. It's crazy, guys. So it's going to be something that we want to work on, that we keep looking at, trying to scout with our organization, right, with our minor leaguers. Is there anybody that can help us in that way? Or are there any trades outside of the organization that will help us in that area too? Either way, we do split the series against the Tigers. Taj Bradley does get the win in the final game of the series. We will simulate the next 2 games against Toronto, and we've officially lost that series as well. We do beat Boston 2-1. We'll beat New York, the Mets 2-1, and Tampa Bay 2-1. We will lose the Cincinnati series, so that was unfortunate. But as we head into this Seattle Mariners series, we've got a bottom of the 8th situation here. Down by a run. Matt Brash on the mound. Trevor Larnach. Perfect. Let's go. Buxton rounding second, headed for third. Uh-oh, no. Julio is out in center field. Of course, he's so good defensively, but look at this. They throw it away. Cole Young had Byron Buxton dead to rights, and he throws it into the seats. Buxton is going to be awarded third base. Wallner flies out to Julio. Again, great arm for Julio, but he's off the mark here, and Buxton ties the game up. Oh my gosh. How does that happen? We were dead. We were dead meat. There wasn't 2 outs. There was 1 out. And Buxton just, he got a perfect. Why wouldn't that get over Julio's head? Either way, Twins tie it up. We're here in the top of the 9th. We do get Cole Young. We're going to get Josh Naylor. And we're going to make a move here now. We are actually going to call on Cole Sands in the top of the 9th in a 3-3 game to go get Cal Raleigh. Okay, that was like the big situation. Even if we go into extras, I got to play for right now. So Cole Sands, mano-y-mano. Cal Raleigh, got to come shut him down. We do get the foul ball. We get the strike. Swinging on through the fastball. We're going to challenge him here. 0-2 pitch, and he's not going to offer at it. So now we'll change eye levels. Now we're going to go down and in. Here we go. Splitter. Got him. Woo. Let's go. Cole Sands does a job. We're going to go to the bottom of the 9th. We've got Eduard Bazardo. Decent numbers there for Bazardo, but I think he can be had. Lefty-righty against Clemens. He grounds out. I got to get this guy off my team. Royce Lewis in the bottom of the 9th. 1-0 pitch. We've seen him do it before. Is it got enough carry? Left fielder giving chase. That baby's gone. Royce Lewis. Solo shot. Walk-off magic for the Twins. We were dead in this game. We should not have even had an opportunity to win this game. That was insane. Cole Young throws it into the seats, into the dugout. We tie it up. Royce Lewis comes out, delivers a bomb. Now, that was his only hit of the game. 1 for 4, solo shot. He's the player of the game. I think that's well-deserved. But he's already done this for us before. He did it in that game against Kansas City on the road, right? So hitting a big-time home run for us was not a walk-off, but he's delivering in the clutch. So I like to see that from Royce Lewis. Maybe, hopefully, that's a sign of things to come. Now, we do win the series off of that walk-off victory there, 4-3. And we're going to go ahead and simulate this one here against the Blue Jays and get into a critical spot. Bailey Ober's looking for a complete game shutout. We got 1 down, up 4-0. I'm not really worried about blowing this game, but again, another good pitching performance from our Twins starters. Bailey Ober giving the salute to the fans. I mean, our pitching has been the bright spot of this entire team this year, which is kind of surprising. Taj Bradley's been doing well. Even SWR, Simeon Woods Richardson, he's been fine too, which I'm not necessarily that big of a fan in real life of the guy because he's kind of bipolar. We already talked about that in the last episode. But Joe Ryan's pitching fine. He's starting to get that ERA down and get that knocked down. Bailey Ober's been surprising. Mick Abel's been kind of surprising too. He's had some good outings, some rough ones there mixed in. But overall, guys, like pitching. I mean, look at what Taj Bradley's doing right here. He's on the verge of throwing a no-no. So we're going to jump into this critical moment here. We got to go get Vladdy. Base hit. Not going to be caught. That one hurt. So Taj is just kind of walking this one off. Cannot believe that he left that pitch right there for Vladdy. And, of course, it was a... Hey, he's off the bag. He's off the bag. Get him off the bag. Go tag him. What are we doing? Oh. Barger strikes out on the splitter. Good pitch there by Bradley. 2-2 to Dalton Varsho. And he's going to get him too. Still firing. Upwards of 96. Looking good. Number 9. Strikeout number 9. 2-1 pitch here to Davis Schneider. And that's a ground ball. Hot shot to Josh Bell. He makes the out at first. So Twins even giving up that leadoff double in the 7th. No hitters gone, but we still have the opportunity to win this game, and we don't. Go figure that. So I'd love to see the box score here on what the heck happened in this one. What happened? Well, in the top of the 8th, the very next inning. So they couldn't cash in the 7th, but they do cash in the 8th. And again, for our Twins, we had more hits than the Blue Jays, than our opponent, but we didn't come out in the win column. We don't scratch across runs when we get the hits. It's so frustrating. So frustrating. We do win this one 3-0. Again, our pitching staff, guys, only giving up 3 hits against the Blue Jays offense. But look at our offense. Not doing enough. Buxton, 1 for 4 with 2 ribbies. He's hitting .275. Royce Lewis did hit another home run. SWR 3-1 this season. Only a couple strikeouts, but again, a quality start for our staff. So I don't know what else to say. They're doing well right now. We are losing ground though. When you get those types of performances with your pitching staff, you have to score runs. You have to capitalize because there's going to come a point, you know it's coming. The law of averages here, right? There's going to be a point coming in this season where the pitching starts to blow up. And if your offense does not catch up and it continues to stay bad and stay down, we're in for a rough, very rough season. Very rough season. We're making some progress with our scouting, but not really enough yet for me to kind of reveal to you guys the draft class and kind of who I'm eyeing quite yet, because a bunch of things can still change. Now for the AL wildcard, we are still only 2 games back, so we're not out of this thing, despite the early season struggles. So I think we might need to be considering a trade or 2 or 3, maybe, potentially. And do I believe in this team as it is right now? I'm not quite sure. We got to see how it continues to play out here for the rest of this month, and I think then I'll be able to figure that out. But I'm already kind of scouring the trade block, and I'm looking at Michael Ciani. Very underrated player, very good defender. He's got a lot of speed as well. He can play offensively. Might be a good ad there from the Dodgers. And then I'm also eyeing this guy, Kendall George, 99 speed, Kendall George. And plus I'm looking at Edgardo Henriquez, a really big-time velo guy for the bullpen for the Dodgers. And I'm looking to trade Matt Wallner away. They do need an outfielder. At least that was part of their needs. And you look at Wallner's numbers here, like he's fine, but he's just not a guy that I think is going to get us over the top. So might as well capitalize on what he's doing now for a high-leverage back-end guy like Edgardo Henriquez. Like he's got those 2 quirks. He's got outlier 1 and outlier 2. So he's definitely a high velo guy, got good grades on his pitches, and then that Caper 9 I think is definitely going to help us out for sure. I feel like what's happening with our team, with our pitching, is our bullpen's blowing it in the back end. Our offense is not coming through. It's like, why wouldn't I decide to trade Matt Wallner away? He's not really doing anything for our offense as it is. So we'll see what that trade, how that pans out, if the Dodgers will accept it. We got more critical situations, more scouting. Overall, more franchise, baby. Let's go. So leave a like if you like this thing, and I'll catch you guys in the next Twins franchise episode coming this weekend. I'll catch you guys in the next one. As always, thank you so much for watching, and peace.